all about? We'll find out right now with my guest, Dr. Charles Mensah Kofi. He's the medical director and ophthalmologist at Jiram Eye Clinic. Doc, good morning.
Thank you for having me this morning.
It's a pleasure. What exactly is glaucoma, and why is it referred to as the thief of sight?
Glaucoma actually refers to, it's a complex disease, a complex class of disease which involves, one of the things involved is the increased pressure on the eye, which then leads to blindness slowly without causing any symptoms, no pain, no itching, nothing. So if you don't know about it, you just be there, then your eye will become blind. That's what we call silent thief of sight. It doesn't have any symptoms. Yes.
How slow is this?
Slow over many years. And the blindness it causes is irreversible. Now we do have types of blindness that are reversible. Like everyone, when you are growing, you get what we call cataract. Cataract, what the Ashantis call ete. Now when you have it, we can do surgery and then you see again. But cataract causes your vision to be blurred, so you know that something is happening, so you go and see the eye doctor. But with glaucoma, there are no symptoms, no pain, no itching, and then before you realize you are not seeing well, and by the time you go to the doctor and you are told it is glaucoma, then you are almost blind.
Is it as dramatic as waking up one day and not seeing?
No, that's why it is dangerous. So every Ghanaian, actually, when you take the statistics of glaucoma throughout the world, Ghana is, we have the prevalence, we are number 2.
The whole world?
Yes.
Why?
Glaucoma is first of all genetically determined, so it's inherited. And in the world statistics, it's only St. Lucia and Barbados who have passed us in the prevalence. So that means that, and then we are told by history too that those people in St. Lucia, they came from the Gold Coast. So it is just genetic that it is prevalent in this part of the world. And so once we have that knowledge, every Ghanaian, once you are past the age of 20, you must check your eye, whether you have glaucoma or not.
How?
The issue is that it can be treated. So once you are past 20, it usually comes as one is growing with age. So for most part of the world, you'll be told that by the time you are 30 years old, you should check your eye for glaucoma. But because of the high prevalence, we of the Ophthalmological Society think that by 20 years old, when a Ghanaian is 20 years, whether he has eye problems or not, he should check his eye for glaucoma. This is because once it's detected, it can be treated.
How much does it cost to test your eye for glaucoma?
Oh, if you go to a government hospital, the normal, you will not pay anything. It's the NHIS. If you go to a private clinic, it's just the normal consultation. For most clinics, when you go for an eye examination, we do a thorough, comprehensive eye examination, and then we find out. Actually, many people don't know that they have glaucoma. It's only when they come to the clinic by virtue of something worrying them on their eye. Maybe something, their eyes are itching, or they're having some pain on their eye, or they are not seeing well. Before we diagnose glaucoma.
Would you say it's a black person's disease?
Not a black person's disease. It occurs in all races, but it is more prevalent in blacks.
So in your top 10, how many black countries are there?
Oh, all countries.
I mean, the top 10. You said St. Lucia and Barbados is number 1, Ghana is number 2.
I will consider about Ghana.
Yeah.
So
well, we have an international audience, so I'm sure they're also wondering.
So it's not about the black countries as such, but statistics and research shows that glaucoma is more prevalent in the black race.
Okay. So
if you are black, then you have a high chance of getting glaucoma.
How many people have glaucoma in Ghana now?
About 700,000 people.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people, and out of that, about 250,000 are blind. And in most cases, in rural Ghana, people presenting first time above like 40 years, about 9 out of 10 people have glaucoma.
90% of...
No, 9 out of 10.
Yeah, so that's 90% 40. In some rural...
Yes. No, not 99%. But 90%. That is just the beginning. As the age goes higher, then we have more people having glaucoma.
Wow.
So it's a very serious disease, and we must take it very seriously. That's why every now and then we want to make noise about it so that people know about it.
The numbers are staggering, 700,000
Yes.
have it, and out of that, 250,000 of them are blind.
Yes.
Irreversibly.
Irreversibly.
What's the disease burden of glaucoma? I mean, what are the implications for these
I mean,
numbers?
if you are blind, it's a big problem economically for your own family and for the society at large. If somebody is blind, if an elderly person is blind and has a child, I mean, the child will have to stay at home and take care of him because he cannot move by himself. Statistics have shown that if you're on treatment for glaucoma for about 20 years, you spend up to around $65,000, which could build you a pension home.
Exactly.
So that's how it is. So $65,000 over a period of time. And once you have glaucoma, treatment is for a lifetime. So when you are told that you have glaucoma, so this is very important to anyone who has been told that he has glaucoma, your treatment is till God calls you.
This is the glaucoma leading to blindness.
Yes.
Because once you are blind, then there's no need for treatment again, is that?
Oh no, even if you are blind, you can still, once you are blind, the glaucoma continues. Let me just explain to you. Now, the issue is that this is how the eye looks.
Okay.
So, for someone to see, light comes from outside, passing through the lens, and is focused at the back.
Okay.
From the back, the nerve then takes it to the brain, as it is here. The nerve takes it to the brain. Inside the eye, there's something here we call a ciliary body, which produces water. The water passes here and comes out here. Passes here and comes out here. And the water gives food to the tissues here. But genetically, some people, when they are growing, where the water passes to go out, that place begins to block.
Oh.
So when it begins to block, then it means the water is coming, but it's not going out quickly. So the water stagnates here and causes pressure. So the pressure is generated in front here. It pushes on the next structure, which is the lens, and that one pushes on the next structure, which is the vitreous, and then that one pushes on the nerve, which leaves the eye to the brain. And the nerve cells are very sensitive. When something pushes on them, they begin to die. When the nerve cells are dying, that's what we call glaucoma. But it doesn't pain and it doesn't itch.
So it's pressure, right? It's like a blocked drain.
That is it. It's pressure in the eye.
Pressure in the eye.
Pressure in the eye. So that builds up in front and then affects the nerve at the back, and that causes then the blindness. So because that's what do you call it, that tissue, the ciliary body, is producing the water to feed the eye, so long as you are alive, it must produce the water
To feed the eye.
and the water is not moving out quickly, so it's increasing the pressure. So when you're on treatment for glaucoma, you have to be treated until God calls you, so long as the eye is alive. Yes. So sometimes the reason why some people become blind from glaucoma is that, so as you can see from the picture, the pressure starts from the front and is generated, and then it affects the nerve, the optic nerve, which gets damaged.
And is it the nerve that sends a signal to the brain for you to see?
Yes. So if your nerve is not working, and light can go into your eye, but it will not get to the brain, so you will not see. So because the water is being produced daily to feed the eye, you also have to use your drops. When you are on treatment, you have to use it till God calls you.
So, assuming somebody has glaucoma, your treatment basically is to what? Lower the pressure?
Yes, that's the easiest factor that can be modified to treat the glaucoma. So the first line of treatment is that we use drops to reduce the pressure. So sometimes someone can be on one drop, it will reduce the pressure. If it brings the pressure to within normal range is in inverted commas, because sometimes somebody can have a pressure, we say normal pressure is between 10 and 22 millimeters of mercury. Once your pressure is within that range, we are a bit comfortable. Although some people can have pressure within that range and still have glaucoma. Glaucoma is actually not about the absolute pressure, but it's about how the pressure is affecting the nerve. So if the pressure is causing damage to the nerve, then it must be reduced. So we start treatment by first giving you an eye drop. If one eye drop is able to reduce the pressure to limits which don't damage the nerve, then that one is okay. If not, then we go to a second drop. Then by the time you need 3 drops for glaucoma, then you also have to think about surgery.
3 drops for a day?
Yes, 3 drops a day.
And
these 3 drops, yes, on the eye. And these 3 drops, they are quite expensive. I mean, there are drops which go for 200 Ghana cedis.
A drop?
A drop, a bottle.
And every drop is, wow.
And you buy this every month. So if you are using like 2, you can end up using like 300 to 400 Ghana cedis a month.
Is glaucoma
for
treatment
glaucoma.
on the national health insurance?
Yes, it is, but not all the drugs. Actually, the most effective drugs for glaucoma are not on the NHIS. So that one you have to buy it. The one there is timolol. Is not very. It doesn't reduce the pressure much. There are some, we call them prostaglandin derivatives. Those are the new generation ones, and those are more expensive. They are not on the NHIS. So if you have glaucoma, you just have to be. So like I was saying, the treatment is first with drops. We call it topical drops, not tablets. And then by the time you are using 3 drops, then you have to think of surgery. We do surgery as well.
Okay, in Ghana?
Yes. It's just that many people are afraid of surgery. And so when you mention surgery, then some I've been treated for glaucoma. The glaucoma is known. The treatment is not very good in the sense that the pressure is not reducing, and they have been advised for surgery and they refuse, and then sometimes they just go and stay in the village. By the time they come back in 2-3 years, then they are blind.
What does the surgery entail?
Oh, the surgery entails, like I said, the water is being produced and cannot come out. So we create a small hole at the top so that the excess water, which will increase the pressure, will seep out slowly.
You're like a plumber for the eye.
Yes, it's just like you're having a balloon, like the eye is a balloon which is being filled with water and it could burst. But if you make small holes on it, the excess water will pass somewhere, and then the balloon will still maintain its shape.
Okay.
So that is it.
So you drill it. I'm sure your instruments must be really delicate and fine.
Of course, all the surgeries of the eye, we use operating microscope. That means that we use something to magnify it so that you can see it. You can't do it with your naked eye.
Okay. And are the people conscious?
Yes. You don't sleep. We give local anesthesia. Local anesthesia means that you are awake.
But everything will be numb.
On the eye, on the particular eye.
Yeah.
Yes, but you'll be awake.
Do you immobilize people? I mean, don't people panic when you're coming close to their eyes?
Oh, no. I mean, before the procedure, you don't just take them to the theater and start operating them. You explain this to them, and then you let them know that you could be given an injection. You will be given an injection to numb the eye. Even these days, we don't give injections. Sometimes there are some procedures we use drops, topical drops, anesthesia to be able to do it. But you can be given an injection behind the eye or just on top where the surgery is going to be done, under the upper eyelid, and it's enough to numb the eye. You don't feel anything.
How long does the surgery take?
The surgery, we have different methods of surgery. Some can take up to 15 minutes, others 30 or 45 minutes, depending on the type of surgery that we are doing.
What's the age of the youngest person who had done surgery, as far as you're concerned, for glaucoma?
Oh, children can also be born with glaucoma.
Ooh.
Although primarily glaucoma comes with age, children can also be born with glaucoma. So when a child is born with glaucoma, it means there is a malformation at the drainage site. You know, I told you that the water is produced from the back and has to drain in front. Sometimes where the water is supposed to pass to go out, there's a malformation there, so the water doesn't go out. And so when that happens, when the child is born with glaucoma, the child is growing, you see that the eyes are big. A child's eye, the white part of the eye, we call it sclera, is the skeleton of the eye. But a child's eye is soft. So when pressure is building up in the eye, the soft sclera cannot contain the pressure, and so it expands.
The eye looks bigger.
The eye looks bigger.
And people will be thinking that's a cute baby.
Wow, that is it. So anytime you see a child with big eyes, don't say, wow, their eyes are nice. No, it could be glaucoma. And once it's glaucoma, it must be treated immediately. And for children, most of the time, it's surgical. You do surgery in children.
Okay.
Yes. So if you don't do surgery in the child, by the time the child is 4 or 5 years, the child could be blind, even at that age. So we have congenital glaucoma, where you are born with it. Okay. And then we have senile glaucoma, glaucoma which comes with age as you are growing.
Are these the only two types of glaucoma?
Yes.
Congenital and senile?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you can also have glaucoma when you have an injury to the eye. If something hits the eye, what happens is that the area of drainage can then be blocked. I mean, when something hits the eye like that, the drainage can be blocked and then the pressure can go high. So when I invented come senile doesn't mean you have to grow very old.
No.
Now we have congenital glaucoma, and we have also what we call developmental. I mean, as a child is developing, even before the child becomes an adult, can also get glaucoma. So glaucoma runs across the whole spectrum.
Okay.
So, but usually by 20 years, that's when there are signs of it. So that's what we recommend, that by 20 years, you should check your eye for glaucoma.
Okay. Quick myths that we want to attack. Maltiti, my colleague who came on just before, was asking whether there's a link between glaucoma and cataracts.
Not as such. Cataract comes with age. Anybody growing will get cataract. The Bible said that when Isaac was old, his vision became dim. When you are growing and you
diagnosed Isaac with cataract.
No, because the Germans call it gray lens. Gray lens means that as your hair is becoming gray, your eye also becomes gray.
Okay.
So cataract is white.
Right.
So that one, everybody gets it. So somebody can be growing and have both glaucoma and cataract.
Okay.
So, but not everybody gets glaucoma, but everybody who grows beyond 70 gets cataract.
All right. Okay.
That one is no sickness.
With the blindness, is it one eye first or both?
Oh, no. It's since it's with blindness from glaucoma, it could start more in one eye than, it could be more severe in one eye than the other. So when people come, usually they have glaucoma in both eyes, but maybe sometimes one eye is more advanced than the other. Just yesterday I saw a 65-year-old man who has never gone to the eye clinic before because he has never had any eye problem.
Whole life.
And coming to me yesterday was his first time of coming to the eye clinic because now he saw that he could not see very well. Things were a bit dim. And the dimness was caused by cataract, which comes with age because he's 65. So 60 plus, you start getting cataract. But when I checked his eye, his pressures were like 40.
What does that mean? What does 40 mean?
I told you already that normal pressure is up to 22. So his was 40, about double the normal value. And then one eye was almost gone. And then, so we have to start him on treatment immediately.
Yeah.
His cataract was not matured. Now cataract too takes time to blur the vision completely. So we put him on treatment for glaucoma, and then we observe him when the cataract is visually significant, then, but with glasses he was able to see. That's also one danger. You see, if you are not seeing well and you go into an optical shop and you get glasses and you start seeing well, you say, wow, everything is done. Then you go home. No. Then you can become blind. So like him, for instance, if we just went to a shop, we do have optical shop. Optical shop means that they sell glasses. And that is one of the things that I always like to bring a distinction to. When it comes to the conditions of the eye, we have medical conditions and then optical conditions.
Okay.
Medical means it needs medicine or it needs surgery. Glaucoma is a medical condition. So when you have glaucoma, you need to be treated by an ophthalmologist.
Okay. Which is you, people like you.
So we have in the eye, we have 4 cadres of workers.
Yeah.
We have the ophthalmologist, we have the ophthalmic nurse, we have the optometrist, and then we have the optician. So the ophthalmologist is someone who is a medical doctor who has finished medicine and then now has specialized in the eye, in eye diseases.
So a doctor of the eye.
Doctor of the eye, yes. And then we have nurses who have also done general nursing and have specialized in the eye. So those are called ophthalmic nurses.
Nurses of the eye.
Nurses of the eye. Then we have optometrists who do optical services. Optometrists are not medical doctors, but they finish school and these days they get doctorate degrees. So it's a doctor in optometry.
What does it mean? How different are they from you?
The difference is that the ophthalmologist is a medical doctor and treats medical conditions.
Okay.
The optometrist offers optical service. Optical service means refraction and glasses.
Okay.
But if you enter a facility which is optical, and then you see maybe the doctor is even called doctor something, and all the machines in the eye clinic are the same there. And that person starts treating you. So the optometrist can suspect someone with glaucoma. He's supposed to refer
to an ophthalmologist.
Okay. But some do treat, which is wrong.
All right.
Because glaucoma is a medical condition. And when that happens, one of the causes of increased blindness due to glaucoma is mistreatment.
Okay.
So if you are not diagnosed, like I said, you can be given glasses, but you will not be told that you have glaucoma.
So does the optometrist sell glasses?
Optometrist, yes, they sell glasses.
Okay. And the fourth one?
The fourth one, the optician, he, after the optometrist has done refraction, he's the one who cuts the lens and put it in the frame. so that you can then wear it.
So he's more like a technical person.
That is it.
Okay.
That is
all
it.
right. So the doctor for the eye, the nurse for the eye, the one who sells the glasses, and the one who makes the stuff.
And they're different. One thing which is disturbing is that there are optometrists who have open facilities and call it clinic.
It's wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong, because for you, the layman, if you have an eye problem, you see eye clinic, you enter.
Yeah.
And the person may be even be called a doctor.
Medical and dental council must look sharp and protect our eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So once you have glaucoma, glaucoma treatment is in the hands of the ophthalmologist.
Awesome.
So if you are giving drugs and it's not working, then we do surgery.
Okay. In case you're wondering how to check the vision, quality of your vision, your eyes, here's something we want to show you right now on the show.
Yes. So when you look at the first picture, it's written normal vision. Then when you look at the second, it's written early glaucoma. And the bad thing about it is that when you look at between the first and the second, you may not see any difference.
We are going clockwise from the left, top,
from the left to the right.
To the left, right, top.
Yeah, right top. So when you see the second one, you may not see any difference. Can you notice? Can you notice any difference?
Not really.
Not really. But the edges of the second picture
are getting dark.
That is it. So if you have it, you may not know that you have glaucoma. There's nothing wrong with your eye. You can see everything. Anything you are giving, you can read it from top to bottom. Then the third one too, you can now, the darkness at the edges are become more distinct. But even this person can read everything, because everything in the center is clear.
Light is falling.
Yes. Then when you come to the last one, that's why it's the advanced glaucoma. That's why it's we use the end-stage glaucoma. That is what you call tunnel vision.
Wow, it must be terrifying, you know.
Yes, tunnel vision means that you are seeing only through a tunnel. So you can see sharply. This person can also read everything. When you give him something, he can read it. But when it's just right in front of him, if you are coming from the side, he will not see you. Because that was called the visual field. The glaucoma affects the visual field. The visual field is restricted. So like if I close my one eye and I look straight, I can see you sitting here without looking at you. But somebody with this kind of vision, when he looks straight, he will not know that you are here. So when he's walking, he'll be bumping into people. Because when he's going straight, he doesn't see someone coming. A lady was almost knocked by a car. That's when she discovered that she had glaucoma. Because the driver was really angry. He came and said, how can you, an adult, be crossing the road and you are just crossing like that? You didn't see the car coming? He said, I didn't see anything. When by I didn't see? It almost turned into a fight. Until someone came to tell the driver that this lady, she doesn't see very well. And the lady has never gone to the eye hospital. So when she decided, okay, people notice that I don't see well, so now I have to go to the eye clinic. And when she went, advanced glaucoma, one eye was blind, and the other one had a tunnel vision. So tunnel vision means that you are seeing straight. If someone is sitting here, you can't see the person. So if you find yourself bumping into people, knocking things, you have to go and
we need to come and see an ophthalmologist.
You have to see an ophthalmologist so that you'll be very serious. So
Doc, I need to come and check
it happens that
just to be for my own.
It happens that some people some people are blind in one eye, but they don't know it. Because when you wake up in the morning, you open both eyes. It's only when something falls on the better eye that you find out that there's something wrong.
All right, quickly, this is Glaucoma Awareness Week. How is Kolabu carrying it out?
Oh, we've screening and then also surgeries. So you can walk in and you can be screened.
Okay.
And so whether you have glaucoma, yes, or any eye clinic.
Okay. All right. What's your 30 seconds? What's your key takeaway from this conversation for people who just tune in? Everybody,
and especially every Ghanaian who is more than 20 years, should have a thorough eye check to find out whether he has glaucoma or not. Glaucoma can be treated and the blindness can be prevented. Blindness is a burden. When one is blind, it causes a lot of economic strain, first for the family and then for the society at large. And glaucoma can be treated, so nobody should become blind from glaucoma.
All right. Is the screening free?
Yes, in some places.
Okay.
Once we do, private clinics also organize free screening week. Okay. And then once is that, you can participate and then.
All right. Jiram Eye Clinic, where can we find your facility?
We are on the Spinters Road at Basket Junction.
Okay.
So once you get to Basket Junction, you see our signboard.
Okay.
So you enter the Basket Road, we are 50 meters to the left.
Okay. Basket Junction?
Yes.
Can I find baskets there?
No, there are no baskets. Formerly.
Formerly there used to be baskets.
There used to be baskets there, but
all right,
the baskets have been replaced with buildings.
With buildings, from baskets to buildings. What's the contact number? Anybody can reach you?
Yes, so 0244 716 347.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You are most welcome.
Dr. Charles Mensah
It's a
Kofi,
pleasure.
medical director, ophthalmologist, Jerome Eye Clinic, talking to us about glaucoma, the silent thief of night. Now, on the Breakfast Show team, there's only one person who is less than 20 years old. That's Ijapoma, aka OBK1, which means all of us, not just the oldies like some of us, need to go and check our eyes, all right? And if you're above 20, please make sure you do that, all right? Awesome. We've got sports news with Maltiti, who will be checking her eyes. And then we've got social media corner with Jay and Val, who will be checking their eyes. And then I'll come back with my guests and I'll make sure that they will check their eyes. And Valerie will come back with Malcolm Nuna, who will also check his eyes, all right? Because we need to make sure our eyes are on point. It's 7 o'clock. Sports news.